Hello and welcome to Shop Talk with Dan the Man. In today's video we're going to talk about something that is behind me, my kids' treehouse. So if you're not familiar with my channel and if you've never been on here, I recently did a treehouse build for my kids. I called it a playhouse because there's no technical tree that runs up through it. So in fact it is a playhouse, but for this video I'll just call it a treehouse. And yeah, if you want a breakdown of the build of this treehouse, I have that on a playlist of my channel. But in today's video, I'm just going to show you the full build. I finally got it shingled and everything is ready to go. So this video, we're just going to go through the treehouse and how it turned out. So stay tuned to find out more.
Hello, if you're new to this channel, my name is Dan Shannon. I enjoy woodworking as a hobby and being out in the shop. On this channel, dive deep into my shop as we explore tools and tool reviews, as well as chatting about everything related to woodworking. If this grabs you by the tool belt, please subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this.
And welcome to Shop Talk. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thanks so much for coming back and joining me on this video of this treehouse build and preview of the finished result. So if you're not familiar, I have a playlist on my channel of this build from start to finish, so you can check that out. I'll leave a link above. So here is the finished treehouse. I call it a treehouse. It's technically a playhouse because there's no physical tree that goes up through it. Anyways, here it is. I'm on the balcony out front. It's fairly high off the ground, and yeah, it's perfect. So let's do a little tour. So I'll take you around the base, kind of walk around. I'll talk a little bit about it, and then we'll come up the steps, and I will show you on the inside. So let's get started. So this is the outside of the treehouse, and you can see I have a little balcony on the front, which is very nice, and some steps. So I'll talk a little bit about the build. So as you can, we'll start underneath and then kind of work our way. So as you can see here, I used 6x6 for the base. I do have 2x6 for the supports, the knee bracing they call it, and then underneath you can see on the joists I used braces and as well as blocking. So everything is secure. There is no bounce when it comes to the floor. Everything is nice and solid underneath and throughout. So that is a look underneath. As you can see there, I got the 2x6, and then for the base, of course, I have the Bigfoots with the patio stone. They don't actually call them Bigfoots. Those go underground. These are just a concrete posts holders. So there's just a look at that. All right, and then we have the stairs that I built. Those go up to the treehouse off to the side. So I'll just show you that. So there's the stairs. So I did a little landing. So I put some stone underneath to hold the stairs in place, and those will go up to the balcony, which is on the front. As you can see there's the side profile. I will take you around back before we go to the front here. So we'll venture along the back. You can see I trimmed out the windows, and I actually used, I'll show you a little bit more when we get inside, I used some animal deterrent screen for the windows. I do have some plexiglass I will be installing at a later date for the winter time so that no snow will get in I'll swing you around to the back. Here's the back side. I didn't put a window in here because I wanted some privacy for my neighbor so he wouldn't see the kids and they were able to have a little bit more privacy back here. Alright, let's swing you around to the far side. So here is the third side window. So I got 3 windows, one on the front and one on either side. So there's a look at the other side. Alright, let's swing you around front. So back to the balcony area and the roof line. So there's a little overhang I built so that when the kids were outside in the rain, they had some cover, and of course you can see the door that I made and the front window. So I think that turned out very nice. Let's go up and have a look at the deck. Okay, there's a preview of the front deck. You can see it's covered. You got a couple little chairs out there for the girls, and there's the door and the window. So without further ado, let's venture on the inside. Before I show you that, I just want to show you the roof. So here's the roof all shingled and ready to go. You can see there my friend helped me and he did the roofing and I was kind of his grunt worker. Thanks again, Sean, you know who you are, for your help with the roof. Got a couple pictures I'll put up there. So here's another look at the front window that I have there, and then of course the front rail. And it's actually fairly high up. You can see there's the ground there and my house. So it is up in the trees, which is really nice. And here's a shot of the roof. I'll spin you around to the other side here. And then the door to the inside. So let's open the door now and go on the inside. Okay, so we'll go on the inside. So I put a lock here on the outside, and what that does, holds the door shut. So any rain or any storms we have or wind, it'll keep this door closed to keep animals from going in. So I customized this door. I built it from some flooring, and this is some red oak from my father-in-law's property. And I just want to do a shout out. Actually, I got a few shout outs, so maybe I'll wait to the end for that. But let's go on the inside. So just undo the lock here, open the door, and here is a look on the inside. I did vaulted ceilings, so high ceilings. These walls are 6 feet to the top, and then of course higher to the very top. But it's some blocking up there just for structural, and I have these really nice lights. They're like deck lights you can buy from Costco, and here is the screen that I mentioned that I built. So I did a frame and then I used some metal screening. You can hear from that sound. It is metal just to keep some rodents out, usually squirrels or chipmunks we would have that would like to roam inside this. So I did that, and then I just used 2 blocking so I can take a couple screws out from the top and bottom you see there. So if I have to repair it or replace it, I can just pull 4 screws out and pop it out easy peasy. And I got a power bar here so the kids can turn on and off their lights just with the click of a switch. For now, I might have a little bit more better setup at some point, but yeah, so there's the inside. And the front window, same idea. I have a metal screen, 2 screws top, 2 screws on the bottom that you can take out and pull the whole frame out with the screen intact if I need to replace it. And same with the third window, you can remove that as well. I had to come up with something for the perimeter, so I put a little bit of tape. I want something that's going to last a little bit longer. This is like a weathered tape, just because the metal is sharp and I didn't want the kids to run into any physical issues with that. Yeah, so there's a look of the inside. I'm just going to fire up the LEDs. I actually installed these patio lights first, and then the girls said, oh, we want some color in here, so I thought that was pretty cool to do some LED color changing accent lights. So I will fire those up for you now to show you those. So there's the accent lighting I put all around. You can see I kind of outlined the peak, and then same with the sides and this peak as well. I can also change the colors to whatever I would like, or you can do fade coloring. So most people have these, they have a remote, all the different colors. So I thought that was kind of neat to have that in the Treehouse. They can also remove the patio lights, so just unplug them, and then you're left with the LED accent lighting, which is, I think, pretty neat. I installed them for them, so you know, just to have a little bit of color in here and to change the lighting. So I'll turn those off so it's not messing with your eyes too much. One other thing I forgot to mention is, just like I have a lock on the outside, I did this slider bolt lock so that they can lock it from the inside. So if they want to spend some time out here and don't want the door open, they can just drill the hole through the stud, and it's just a slider lock. They could put lock on the outside if they want, or they can lock this, but I don't really see the point of that. It was just basically to keep the door shut. So that was one feature I did not mention for the door, so that they can have that lock full time. So yeah, let's go back to the outside and do one more shot of that. Alright, so here's one final look of the outside balcony and then the overhang. It is raining today slightly. We got a little bit of showers, so just be patient with me on that. Hopefully it's not too loud. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this project turned out. It's in the woods, not too far. As you can see here, there's our house, and it's just kind of off the beaten path, if you will. Thanks for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed the full preview of my finished treehouse / playhouse build. I really enjoyed building it for the kids. It took me roughly 3 months with my days off from work, evenings, and any other time I had to work with this project. So yeah, it was a great build. I just wanted to do a shout out to Adam Ward. He has a small business that's growing in construction. He gave me my Ridgid driver, so you've seen a review of that on my channel. So I was able to use that to drive the spikes and nails to build this project behind me. Another huge shout out to Tom and Erica. They were able to give me the materials. A lot of the materials, not every board came from them, but a lot of it from their fencing, from their pool. So I was able to flip that and turn that into this structure. So it took a lot of thought on my end to figure out, how do I take a 6x6 section of fencing and build what you see behind you out of that. And another huge shout out to my brother Joel. He supplied the lumber from his mill. So the 6x6, really anything you see on this build that's fresh wood, was from him. So I was able to build the main structure, the 2x6, 2x4s, the roof framing, everything I needed for that. Or a big shout out to my brother Joel, and another shout out to Sean. Thanks for the help with the roof. I wouldn't be able to shingle that without your help. I'm not big on heights and getting up there, so it was a great help for him stopping by. Well, thanks for watching today's video, and if you're not already like to be part of the Shop Talk family, please click on that subscribe link down below. And as always, please give me a thumbs up. It'll help me circulate this video to other people so they can see these videos, and if they want to build a treehouse or a playhouse, this could be something they could look at for an idea. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.